I want you, the listener. Yes, I want you, the listener, to press the like button, the subscribe button, but more importantly, comments. Comments that you liked or disliked the topic discussed. What would you like discussed? Because you, the listener, are who is important to me so that I can provide the value that you want and need.
Joel,
You sound like Bill the Cat.
I was thinking the same thing. We're talking about cleaning hacks.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't know if that's the thing that gets done or the jerk that gets it done. Where are we?
Well, we recently did a podcast on the race to zero, and I'm on Facebook, and I have a personal page and I have a business page, and I follow a bunch of janitorial groups that are on there. And the other day I saw one, a person posted a picture and said, I got this job. I don't know what kind of floor this is. Can somebody help me identify it? So the first thing is how did you even get the job? I mean, you've got the job.
So they quoted it.
I'm assuming so based on the post.
Not knowing what they were cleaning.
Exactly. So first of all, this even goes back to a podcast we did on Be the Expert. That's not an expert. That's a hack. It's somebody who just goes in, throws a price out without understanding what all goes into it. The travel time, the type of finish, the type of work that needs to be done. There's certain types of floors, like an asbestos floor, you really need to know what you're doing so that you don't hurt the occupants of a building. Identifying the actual materials is huge. But again, going to the hack part. So I'm reading down through all the things, and people are saying, oh, it's a vinyl floor. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's an asbestos floor. Oh, what it is it's a vinyl floor, but it is travertine, but done in a vinyl form, and they alternate the tiles so that there's kind of a neat pattern to it. People are saying it's asbestos. Well, asbestos tile doesn't look like this floor did. Asbestos floors are usually 9x9 tile because regular vinyl is 1 foot by 1 foot. So that's one of the biggest identifiers of what an asbestos floor is over vinyl. And there are so many safety procedures you have to do with asbestos.
But this one is travertine.
This one was a travertine floor, but a vinyl travertine. So that is part of understanding what it is, because now that tells you what you can do to it. What types of cleaning agents, what type of strippers, what types of finishes, that's all important. So I'm reading through all the comments and seeing everybody telling them everything except what it really is. I think I got down maybe 150 responses in, and somebody identified it correctly after 150 responses. Oh. But also amongst these responses are, well, I'll do that floor for $50. Oh, I'll do it for $45.
Okay, so wait a minute. So the guy who got the floor is now going to sub out the floor.
Who knows? This is just people throwing comments out there.
So we're guessing. So let's presume that the cleaning company who got the floor threw out I don't know what I'm doing here. I have this job. Someone has said, I'll do the job
for $50. It's 600 square feet. So for our listeners out there, anybody who has even the slightest clue on how to do floor refinishing and knowing how long that it takes for the floor finishes to cure in between coats knows that there is no way you could do a floor for $50 with 3 coats of finish, because a gallon of finish runs between $45 and $60 again, depending on the brand that you purchase. And it takes about an hour to dry per coat. So you have over 2 hours of just putting the finish down and letting it dry in between 3 coats.
And then you told me that the person not to be named said, I'll just dilute the finish.
How do you get your prices so low? I just dilute the finish. I add water to it so that I can get it to go further. I don't have to buy more than a gallon. And then somebody else says, well, I'll do it for $45. And the guy says, well, you don't even know where I am. Well, where is it? I'll come and do it for $45. Okay, hired. So again, no idea where it is, no idea of the time when you need to do it. It does need to be done on a weekend, a holiday, after hours, on third shift. That stuff all matters.
Let's run this to its most logical conclusion. The would-be cleaner shows up, does the job
for $45.
Does a $45 cleaning job.
Yeah.
That probably should be at least $400 to...
I know some people that get upwards to almost $2 a square foot to do something. I know a lot of companies are going to be lower than that.
Okay.
So it's going to depend on your region. There might be minimum pricing for some companies, but $45, it's not.
So they're going to do this job. They're not going to do a good job because they can't for that price.
My guess is they're going to come in with a mop the floor with a cotton mop, dump the finish on the floor, spread it around with a cotton mop, and walk out. That's what I'm thinking probably would happen.
Next day, the customer's happy because the floor is shiny.
Because the floor is shiny. So they're probably going to be happy unless they really look at it close and see all the hair that's in it and the cotton fibers from the cotton mop and realize that the corners and edges and behind the doors weren't done. I mean, most clients aren't going to necessarily look at it that close, but those are the things that a professional looks at. And a lot of the clients who ask us to come in and do this type of work don't have the expertise that we have as legitimate janitorial companies. It may be the person that writes the check, which might just be in the accounting room, and all they see, oh, the floor's shiny, and they're happy. Yep, the work got done last night. Because our clients, in a lot of cases, are not well versed in what good work is. And if this is what they're used to, but most of us are going to realize hack job. We're going to look at it and we're going to tell right from the start, hack job.
Joel, this is a place where becoming the expert, which is one of our previous episodes, really does come into play. Understanding the work that you're doing, understanding the necessity of knowing your tools is so important. It also goes a long way, in my opinion, to a lot of your customers and your prospects having such great disrespect for those in your industry because there are hacks out there.
And as long as there's hacks, that race to zero, there's people willing to do things for next to nothing.
And to be really clear, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, nothing against those platforms, you will see people post all kinds of life hacks on how to get something done faster, cheaper, better. Cleaning is about hard work, service, chemistry, and timing. And I'm sorry, but physics is very unforgiving.
Isn't that the truth? But also creating an industry that's got integrity. And there's a lot of not so integritable people that work in this industry, which is unfortunate because the work can be very gratifying. And most of the business owners that I know that run legitimate companies are very proud of the work that they do and proud of the work that their staff does. And most of us, myself included, when I'm working on a project and I can stand back and look at it, my God, I'm Picasso. Look at the gorgeous work that I created off of something that didn't look so good. Whether that's a construction cleaning job, a carpet job, a floor job, or just an office building that's been vacant for a long time is full of cobwebs. And then being able to stand back and feel gratified of the work that you did.
So Joel, as we address this and close this for our listener, the cleaning company owner, one of the things that I would recommend is booking an advisory session with you. I know we have that product.
Ooh, I like that.
I know we have that product available. Usually it's between a 1 and a 3 hour booking. It doesn't have to be consumed all at once, but it is there so that they know how to address this.
And if you're looking kind of long-term to kind of build your company, we even have a 6-month option that's on the website as well. And I have a couple of clients that are currently doing that option, and they're moving in a good direction. I can see the growth, and we meet once a month, and we set this time aside as that time, and it works really well.
So listener, make time to grow your business, make time to get a good coach, make time to get a great counselor. Joel, thank you.
You're welcome.